peas in a bong. 2 peas in a bong. 2 peas in a bong.
2 peas and a bong. 2 peas and a bong. 2 peas.
2 peas in a bong.
All right, y'all. 2 peas in a bong in the building again. It's your boy DP.
It's your boy KP.
And reporting live, fresh out of my session with the NBA script writers. It's your boy Bong. Man, the script writers was hard at work this weekend. No days off. Ain't no 3-day weekends. We need fresh, hot, juicy scripts. Man, because I thought we was going for two sweeps this weekend. But boy, if they turn that shit into 2-1 series, all I need is Scotty Boy to let me know that the Magnets was in play tonight.
Scotty Boy was already in that Discord talking about Jalen Brunson messed up his parlay, so we'll see.
Gotta stay out of foul trouble.
I'm wondering what his first comment will be, because it's always classic.
Man, gotta stay out of foul trouble.
I'm sure he took him on the over for points.
Oh, there you go. Okay, he came in regular today.
I talking about the Magnets. He said that the Magnets was in play.
Yeah, but he ain't say that. He ain't say nothing else. Like usually is, nigga, I'm in the parking lot. Jalen Brunson did XYZ.
There you go. Bumson.
back at it. There you go. Back to himself. Hey. So Bong, what you think? You think that it was just something to hold off the inevitable, or what?
Man, the Knicks did not look right. I thought they gave up. And again, I like to when I hear about this Knicks Indiana series, I really like to defer to the TNT guys. And Charles Barkley, I don't really listen to a lot of shit he says. He's there for just more for entertainment. But he asked Jalen Brunson in the post-game interview, and they talked about it like, bro, like, what's up with your boys' rotations? Like, you guys, people had to get in foul trouble for you guys to go deep into your roster to actually play extra guys, and they worked. And it's like, can we even trust this man to go back to what worked? Or is he going to go back to, hey, man, I'm going to run these same 7 guys out there? So, I think for all the credit we give Tibbs, and what was the highlight of his career? He was in Chicago. He had that 1 year with Jalen
Well, he was an assistant with the Boston Celtics for a while too when they won the championship.
Okay.
And when they beat the Lakers in the championship, he was an assistant.
Okay. So, and then he had Derrick Rose that that year he had the one great year or whatever. But outside of that, like, what's his claim to fame? Like, and why do we give him so many passes for his style of coaching when that shit ain't never on his own merits, on his own too? He's never won anything. Like, this motherfucker's getting out coached. Let's call it what it is. He's getting out coached night in and night out. I mean, that's my take.
Well, and they thought that and what's crazy is I was thinking, why don't you start Robinson and actually bring Hart off the bench, since he's the most, like, I would say, versatile defensively, and he does a lot of different things other than like a Bridges. But I think he probably start Bridges, and Hart would be like more of a spark. And he went to that, but they came out the gate. That shit didn't seem like it was the solution, because the Pacers were up by what, 20 something at one point.
20.
Yeah, 20 at one point. So I don't know, man. The Pacers fell apart though. Like what? I mean, if we, I mean, is it coaching on
I'm,
both
I'm,
sides or what?
I'm gonna let you get in there, KP. But because I was gonna just go ahead. I'll say
Wait, what you?
I was gonna
No.
say like
Say your piece on that.
they
Before
were
say your piece.
when they went up 20 and Halliburton started doing a little shit like that. I said, "Oh, these motherfuckers celebrating early." I think they got caught up in the emotions. They thought it was over. They thought they had cooked these motherfuckers. They thought they was dead. DOA, dead on arrival, man down. You know what I'm saying? Call the coroner, all that shit. They really felt like it. When did he do that shit? Was that second or third quarter? When they went up 20 and he's doing all popping his
Second.
jersey and all that. Yeah, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers really. Hey, but at that time, it looked like they was dead on arrival though. So I mean, I feel them, but I guess it speaks to the NBA player, today's NBA player. Like, job's not done. That every time you can just go back to the Kobe lines. Job done.
Mm-hmm.
Job's not done. Like these motherfuckers was even if y'all, let's say y'all did win this game. Let's say y'all blew them out the water like Minnesota did OKC the other night. Like, is the job done? Even being up 3-0. Like, we not celebrating yet.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
yeah. Well, the way the Knicks closed out the first half is kind of what saved them, because they chopped that down to what? Was it a 13-point lead? It was 12 or 13.
I don't know if that was the first half of the fourth quarter. I think
No, it was the first half. The first half didn't end at 20 points. The first they went on like a
they
went on an
it
8-2
Yeah.
lead or something like that, and then it was
8-2
like
run
15
in the
or
corner.
something. Yeah, 8-2 run. I'm sorry, and it was like a 15-point or 13-point lead going into the half, which is, as you were saying, in today's NBA game, that's striking distance with the way they shoot threes and have lulls on defense and shit like that. So
You're correct, DP. 13-point lead. Yeah,
okay.
Miles Bridges hit a 3-pointer with 6 seconds left.
Yeah. And then I thought when they did that, I was like, man, they about to lose this game. Honestly, I was like,
you thought Indiana was going to lose the game?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just the way they went into the half. Like, come on, dog. Y'all had them by 20. And then I think KP in the Discord, you said something like, I was like, Brunson got his nerve to be like waving his hand at fouls and complaining when he's the prince of foul baiting. And you said Brunson about to get calls. I was thinking, yeah, they probably gonna try to even it out a little bit in the second half. So that's why I was like, y'all let him close out, get within 13, and now they probably gonna start evening out the calls. Pacers in trouble. But
Yeah.
Brunson wasn't, Brunson was a factor late, but his foul trouble, But KP, I know you were about to.
Oh no. I was letting y'all go, man. I was just listening and to what y'all was saying and kind of still gathering my thoughts. Who knew? Who's the biggest star in Indiana, in the state of Indiana right now when it comes to basketball?
Caitlin Clark.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that. Who knew that Catlin Towns Clark was gonna show up in the fourth quarter?
Oh, Catlin
Towns. 20-point fourth quarter, like 20 points, ended with 24.
And
50,
it looks nasty. It looks nasty. Look, like Scotty Boy said, the game was so ugly. Like Karl Anthony Towns, who has the least like attractive pause type game?
That's a star.
Is it Towns or Jokic?
That's a star. It's
Halliburton.
It's Towns.
But I'll say this: he had a couple. Hey, the and one that he got where he boofed, like it's like shit like that. Like that wasn't
the dunk
when he, yeah. Come on. Come on.
Come on,
Y'all
man.
couldn't get that one to
It
him?
was nasty,
Nah.
dog.
Oh man. Okay. Hey,
Hey,
I'll
what? Nah, man. Nah.
Oh,
Caitlin Towns.
he gotta
oh,
stop. He
hey,
gotta stop.
oh,
Hey,
it was. Oh
yeah.
shit!
Oh my God. What in
Hey,
the
man.
fuck?
But
Man?
Caitlin,
Come on,
Caitlin
dog.
Hey,
Towns got this one.
it was
In the fourth
effective.
quarter, man.
Yeah, it was effective, but
Yeah. He's
Um,
yeah.
you know what? There were a couple people though that I did. So you mentioned Josh Hart not starting.
Hmm.
Josh Hart he's a heck of a professional because going into game 3 where if it's a must-win game, your season's on the line. If you lose, it's virtually over. And coach decides that we're gonna make a big change and it's regarding you, and you got to come off the bench. You could react one or two ways. You could pout and be ineffective when you go in, or you could go in the game and be like, man, F this. I'm gonna show him that I need to be on the floor. And he wasn't able to find a rhythm offensively. He only took 3 shots, but he was effective, grabbed 10 rebounds, had 4 assists, was getting deflections. He only had 1 steal, but was getting deflections, but got men rebounds down the stretch.
Yeah, I
Like
was
those
gonna
were good
say,
rebounds
yeah, that's
where
when
he
his
climbed
shit.
to the second,
Yeah,
third, fourth floor
yeah.
to secure the ball, to help New York get the win. So shout out to him. Another guy, Miles McBride, also known as Deuce McBride,
Mm-hmm.
picked up 3 fouls in the first half. 3 quick fouls, was virtually useless in the first half. Brunson has 4 fouls. Tibbs decides, okay, in the last minute and 30 seconds, I'm going to pull Brunson, even though we're on the offensive side. I'm going to put Deuce McBride in. This is your bench player. Your bench player got you 9 second half points at a time where Brunson was sitting on the bench and you guys were losing.
And he
So,
went on a personal 7-0 run.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I
So,
mean, he
but
got you
shout
guys
McBride
out
on
has
to
the
been
him,
in
road.
the
man.
mix though.
Huh?
McBride
You
has
said
been
what?
in the mix. I said McBride has
No,
been in the mix though.
he has, but when you're on the road and you pick up 3 quick fouls in the first half and you're not playing, it becomes difficult to find a rhythm with your team because you ain't touched the ball all game pretty much. And at that point, you're trying to just stay on the court. Like, man, let me not foul. But
Yeah,
he
but
still
I also think that Brunson's foul trouble, it was
helped.
kind of like whatever.
It,
Like I got to do whatever.
it, no, it
So
did.
yeah,
He still did it. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
I just
No, no,
want
no, no, for
to
sure. But I'm saying like how it is where like you know key players get in foul trouble, and then if you're not you're out there, you're like, man, I got to get busy, or somebody gets hurt, whatever, something that takes a key player out, and that's probably his mindset. Like he's been playing, he's one of the dudes who's consistently, a role player or whatever. He's in the
yeah,
mix, and he just he like you say, he did it. He stepped up. So shout out to him, yeah, for sure. But having that mindset to take on a bigger role, and as Bong said, go on a personal 7-0 run, like
yeah.
you doing your thing.
And,
Hey,
and when he was doing it, I was like, man, this dude, like I've said it before, like he's got toughness, plays with a sense of grittiness. He's skilled, but plays with that. He's a Tibbs kind of guy. And so I started looking him up and I put in the Discord. Deuce McBride was a football player.
Yeah, they said it on the broadcast. They said he was a quarterback.
Yeah, I went looked put it in the Discord but I wondered. I'm like, man, this dude has a lot of toughness, and it was confirmed tonight.
I'll say
Yeah.
two things that stood out to me tonight. That was a classic 90s style Eastern Conference playoff game. Like a lot of chippy fouls both ways. The refs definitely got involved. And with what I know about the NBA now, I know that there was some phone calls made to switch up how the game was played. And the second thing that we can't go without saying, this motherfucker Jalen Brunson is a defensive liability. Goodness great, they attacking this motherfucker.
Which they should have been. They should have been.
They attacking this motherfucker. This is he in foul trouble every game. He's gonna sit down for stretches in the fourth quarter of every game. This motherfucker got 5 in every game.
Yeah.
And then because he's a star, they give him leeway on that sixth. Motherfucker probably should have fouled out every game.
Remember, Bong. It was bless you. I don't remember that game where we said they didn't want to call a foul when he fouled McConnell.
Yeah.
But it was just he missed the layup. Had McConnell made that layup, they wouldn't have called that foul on Brunson because they trying to keep him in the game.
Yeah.
But I was saying in that same game, I said they were doing Indiana's guards in particular, like Nembhard, they were attacking Brunson like Boston should have attacked him, but they didn't.
Yeah, they shooting the three.
Yeah, they just let him off the hook. So, like you just said, Bong, he may be a liability, but you didn't see that in the series prior because there was no pressure put on them from the Celtics.
Yeah,
like come on, Holiday could have done it.
Holiday's hammies, man.
Okay. Then go to Derek White. Derek White is an even bigger guard. They could have switched to the mismatch on some pick and rolls at the top of the key.
But that's what we talk about. That's where we talk about these dudes that we're just handing coaching greatness to, right? Oh man, Tibbs. I don't even know. Again, when did we crown this nigga, man? When the fuck did we crown Tibbs like this?
He was stamped.
I know he was a defensive guy, right?
Yeah, he was stamped as an assistant with Boston and was already stamped, and then got the Chicago job.
Yeah. The motherfucker ain't won on his own
at that point.
So again, and even in the past, they've always talked about how Tibbs runs his players into the ground, how he doesn't give a fuck about using a normal rotation, and how that shit has hamstrung him in late season, in regular season situations, and in playoff situations. And then again, we talk about what's the guy that took over for Ime Udoka, Joe Mazzulla. Again, you won a championship off of somebody else's team. It's John Gruden with the Tampa Bay Bucks that took over my man
Dungy.
Tony Dungy's team, right? Mm-hmm. And you won a Super Bowl off of his what he did. That's the same thing Joe Mazzulla did. So we put a lot on the players, but damn, if they not being coached well, you know what I'm saying? There aren't that many great coaches when we have to sit back and look at it. I think Tibbs is a very borderline, he's a fair to good coach. I wouldn't call him great. I don't think Joe Mazzulla is a good coach. I think he was living off of Ime Udoka's success and what the building blocks that he put in place. And it showed true. And I don't want the Boston thing to be overshadowed by Jason Tatum's injury. Y'all was down 3-1 with a healthy Jason Tatum, because that game was already over when he got injured. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, so injuries aside, these people aren't healthy. What'd you say, KP? Who came into the Jaylen Brown came into the playoffs injured? Well, shit. You had Derek White who stepped up pretty admirably for him, and y'all motherfuckers couldn't take advantage of a Jalen Brunson who Indiana is definitely showing you right now. That motherfucker has flaws. But they go at him like they used to go with Steph Curry.
But if you talk about coaching, though, Bong, Rick Carlisle's a championship coach. He was the head coach when Dallas won in 2011. He won one as a player in Boston in 1986. So is Carlisle just that good of a coach?
He's definitely out coaching Tibbs.
But that's what I asked earlier. I said, well, shit, they lost a 20-point lead. You
I remember you saying that.
you could have made some called some timeouts,
I
kind of
could
slow some shit up.
I could
Don't let
tell
it go
though,
all the
like
way down.
the common theme to me is that the home team in game 3 tweaks their rotation. So, um, not to stay on this game too long, but I'll just say like Minnesota went with Terrence Shannon Jr. early in the rotation in game 3 with Rick Carlisle. Before he put in TJ McConnell, he put in Ben Shepherd. The first game, Ben Shepherd played like the last 6 minutes of the game. And then in game 2, he played a little bit more, but Ben Shepherd hadn't been getting minutes. But in game 3, he decided to go with him early. He also
Did
didn't
he
play
knock down
Thomas.
a couple threes or something in in game 2?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And he's been shooting the three pretty well,
Yeah.
but he went with him early before McConnell. And then instead of playing Thomas Bryant, who he's been playing all playoff series, he played Tony Bradley or Thomas Bradley, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
and
Bradley. Bradley was hugging.
yes.
He was Bob Huggins
He
out
was
there.
just fouling, dog. Like what the fuck?
Bob Huggins. What are we hugging for?
Like, and then looking up like it like somebody else did something wrong.
but I
No,
mean,
nigga,
they weren't
it's you.
they weren't even calling half the time he was hugging. He's hugging Mitchell Robinson. I'm like, he's
Carl
hugging
Anthony
Bear out there.
Towns too. Like, did you see
Yeah.
the last foul? He just grabbed him like, no, like slide your feet.
Yeah, those are them out of shape fouls.
Oh man.
Let me grab you. Let me all hold on to you for dear life. But
Let me holler at you real quick.
yeah,
Holla, 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 holla.
but Carlisle, it was clear though that he was tweaking his rotation and was kind of like
He was okay with Lou taking a loss if it happened.
yes, if it's one we can kind of gamble with, it's this one, and that's what they did.
Yeah, but okay, I can give you that. But when you go up by 20, at that point, you should be like, oh, let's end this shit.
There was a
Like,
lot of silly things that, like, I mean, you think about it, he didn't even play the foul game with Robinson.
no, I know.
Robinson never shot a free throw. If I'm up by 20 in the second half and you're playing Robinson, I'm fouling every time down. Let's just foul Robinson. Put him on the free throw line.
Like you said, I think there's a
He
deep
got
bag that
cocky
he could
too.
go into. I don't think so. But again, I think it seemed like that. It seemed that way late. Like we're okay with and again, there's no excuse for it. But I was talking to one of my cousins, or my nephews, it's one of them motherfuckers. Yesterday during the Minnesota game, and I was saying about OKC. I was saying OKC. This is like early in the first quarter. I'm like, man, OKC can still get back in this game because the worst thing you want as an NBA team is to be up like 20 points in the first half because there's so much time left in today's NBA. Now, if you get up by 20, middle to end of the third quarter, okay, we can wrap this shit up. That's when we start trying to really put this shit away. But when you get up when you get up big early, that shit doesn't mean anything. OKC just never woke up. I don't know what the fuck happened to OKC yesterday, but if you're the number one seed, 60 plus wins, damn near threatening 70 wins on the season, and a team punches you in the mouth, they go out 20 early. For you to not be able to make a run like New York made tonight,
Well,
It was different though,
well,
Bong.
Finch called a couple timeouts though. When that shit dwindled down a little bit, that he called timeouts, and then they, you know, take it back up another 5 points or whatever. So they never really let and I'm talking about the OKC Minnesota game. They never really let them like back in it like that. Like these niggas let like the Knicks, Indiana let the Knicks back in it. They gave them hope before second half even started, and then they came out in the third quarter playing like Oscar the Grouch.
Straight trash. Huh?
Right.
the But here's the difference in those two teams in those games that you're talking about. OKC is not a gritty team. They're a running team. They're a young team. They don't get down and dirty and make it ugly. That's New York style of basketball. So when you see an ugly game like this and Indiana's not able to run the way that they normally run, it's more in favor to the Knicks. So that's why they were able to scratch, claw, and fight back and have a chance to win and end up pulling the game out and winning versus what we saw yesterday with OKC because they just don't play that kind of basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Indiana was shooting more threes than they should have at one stretch. Should have been going to the cup,
Yeah.
and should have been, you know, going to Pascal Siakam a little bit more, dog. Like,
I don't know what happened. I don't know why they weren't going to him.
yeah, it's like I don't like what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
And your boy, the Halliburton. This motherfucker, man. This motherfucker was doing that same bogus shit. Like end of the game, I think they're down 4.
Oh, the extra dribbling.
Like what? Bro, you don't know the time. Like you don't know time. Like you don't understand time. Like you're dribbling the air out the ball. Like get a shot up and play the foul game. Like what are we doing? It was the same shit he did in game 1 and got away with it. Dribbling the air out the ball.
That's what they do.
Man, that shit is so ugly, man. That
Yeah.
shit is so ugly. But before we go any further, I really, and I didn't get a chance to say it, I really want to shout out Josh Hart, what you guys were talking about. He is the definition of a selfless player. And I don't know if it's a combination of him having his money. So he got an extension with New York through like the 27 or 28 season or whatever, right? So he got his money and he's playing with his boys. I don't know if the combination of the two, because he was doing more with the Lakers. Like he
was selfish with the Lakers though too.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is I look at him, I'm like, damn, you damn near playing like a power forward. Like you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But they don't like he's like basically turned away from scoring.
Yeah,
he's a gritty guy.
Because before it kind of he had more of the scoring side in his game, right? Because he's capable, but now it's like you say, he turned away from that shit, and he's just like by any means necessary. What the Lions coach say? Biting. We gonna bite off kneecaps. Yeah, I'm a bite off kneecaps kind of guy.
Yeah, so I mean, that's every time I look at him, I'm like, man, he's turning down wide open shots. He's like trying to, find different ways to get the ball to Brunson. And that takes a lot of that egoless basketball, man.
Yeah.
But again, it takes being secure, you know what I'm saying, in your game and also being secure financially. And I think that the Knicks taking care of him and giving him the contract extension that they gave him, plus playing with some of his boys and understanding like that, the fun part of it. Like if you're on a team where, hey, nobody really gets along, it's not really cool like that, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But I think what the Knicks have done to bring together college teammates and let those guys kind of be the leaders of the locker room was very smart. And has there ever, and again, I don't, in the moment, I don't remember, but have we seen a situation like that where a team has brought together, college teammates and kind of
three college teammates?
Yeah, and kind of put them back together and try to relive that glory days because that was a championship team, right?
As we're talking, I have to look that up.
Yeah, I can't think of one that just comes to mind. Maybe a duo or something, but 3.
Did y'all see your boy Roy Hibbert in the building?
Roy Hibbert showed up.
Yeah, that motherfucker was front row. He was front row.
I saw Travis Best and Rick Smits.
Yeah, that was Indiana royalty. They like They like the Knicks want to do this shit. We can do this shit too.
Did you see how they disrespected?
I saw Walt Clyde Frazier take the show on the road
Yeah.
with the get up. Fat Albert get up.
Walt Clyde Frazier is lying to folks. Ain't no way you wear old clothes, look old, and got jet black facial hair, jet black hair on your head. Bob,
Hey, he ain't a just for men guy.
I think so.
Got a deal with just for men.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't no cap
like,
in this rap, man. He been
like,
doing
you know
that
what
shit.
it is.
Okay, I'm like, man,
Been doing
listen,
that
man.
shit. Him, Billy D, all them niggas.
Man, did you
really doing that shit?
Did you see the way they had Patrick Ewing in the stands?
No.
They had Patrick Ewing was looking like he was scrunched up in the seat. Like, damn, this dude is uncomfortable. We ain't gonna let you celebrate the Knicks, baby. We put you in that seat right there when you ain't got no leg room. He was like against the gate. I was like, oh man, damn.
Yeah, no love, and no love lost.
Are they supposed to show? Are they supposed to show him love? Like,
I guess not, man. They ain't even showing John love.
They went back there and said, "Get them some of those preschool, elementary school seats, the ones that the little kids sit on. Stack about 3 of them next to each other."
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the series Winning Time?
Yeah,
little HBO joint, and how they talked about how to. So obviously it's a reenactment of like the '80s Lakers and their rivalry with the Celtics and all the other little shit. But they was talking about. I think it was who was the GM at the time? Was it whoever
it was Logo, Jerry West.
Yeah, Jerry West. So they had this motherfucker all the way in the top in the top rafters when he went to the Garden. They had that motherfucker on like all the way at the top. They said they used to put all the Laker fans, like the family of the players, like the wives and the GM and all that.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They like, what? We got a section reserved for y'all.
Yeah.
Don't
and
even
bring your own binoculars too, motherfucker.
Right.
Y'all shit. So
we got some of them $300-$400 Kendrick Lamar nosebleed section seats for you.
Yes, sir. Ain't no love lost, man. You did.
Hey, your concert date is coming up, right, Bong?
Saturday. Yeah, this upcoming Saturday.
Okay.
So, we gonna try and do the damn thing, man. So far, that shit's been every stop's been cool. I seen Anita Baker, because he be showing love to Anita Baker. He sampled her shit. So I seen today on social media, somebody was playing like a little mashup from one of the LA shows with Anita Baker, and she posted something on Twitter saying "On the Way Grand National Tour." So I'm like, oh shit! I hope she pop out in motherfucking Vegas. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Anita Baker is one of my favorites right there. But yeah, man. So we shall see, man. It's been entertaining so far, man. That motherfucker Kendrick is on a historic run. So I'm definitely waiting to see that in action, and also to put my bet on the Cowboys, and also put my bet on the Cowboys to win more than 7.5 games.
Got the Cowboys by 21. Okay, Adam. First time I'm seeing Adam in the building, and we welcome everybody who's new. So hopefully, we can get you to subscribe and rock with us. This won't be the last time we see you.
Yes,
but indeed. Adam, I gotta ask you, what you talking about, man?
Yeah, he said the hoes are scandalous.
Yeah, okay. You came in the building like, did you?
Yeah.
I need to know.
Yeah, and he got the Cowboys by 21. It's always good. It's always good in my book, man.
Yeah.
Salute to Adam, whoever you are. Fuck with us, man.
Yeah.
Go and hit that subscribe button for your boys.
Scotty boy.
Say, hey, Adam on one.
Oh.
It's all good.
Oh, man.
We rock with him all the same.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to him.
Man, that Minnesota game.
I mean, listen, remember, I did say I expected because KP was talking about the energy after the MVP award and everything in OKC. And I said I expected the energy to be a factor for Minnesota for the first game at the crib. And I think it was. You know what I'm saying? I expected them to win. I didn't think it was going to be a blowout like that. But the truth teller will be what happens in the next game, dog. Do they win? If they lose, it's a wrap. If they win, you know, we may be talking something. I don't know if it's the storylines, Bong, you know what I'm saying, or if it's just they are actually now truly in contention. But this game is I expected a dub. The next one is where I need to see what'll really happen.
And the funny thing is, the way they was clowning Julius Randle, laughing and doing all that shit. As a player on the OKC side, you should take some personal pride in like, oh, these motherfuckers think shit sweet. And I'm not going for that. But again, it's just how they respond will say a lot. Like, we should see their best game coming out in game 4. We should see their best game. Like, if not, just more effort, more everything, right? Because they look just dead on arrival, man. Like I'm looking like, man, it's just a minute, 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and these motherfuckers got 9 points. Like, what are we
Well,
talking
I
about?
mean, is it the same thing though that you said about the Pacers, where it's like if it's anyone that we can give up, this will be the one. Because when it got away from them, I mean,
They,
you
yeah,
SGA was mic'd up talking about this, this what we need to do. They did this, and it's like they kind of just conceded
they
early.
they seeded real fast.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so.
Like
I
J
don't know.
Dub was out of the game with I believe 3 or 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Like left to play in the third quarter, and
Yeah,
you take him out, and you took all your starters out and put your bench in before the fourth quarter started.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like,
I mean,
damn.
because there was no coming back at that point.
Right.
I'm saying, when it was first quarter, okay, you get punched in the mouth, you down 20, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Make a run in the second quarter to make it respectable. You talking about New York? You see the difference it made. Right? Even if we chip away 5 points, 6 points, 4 points, instead they was up by 20. They go into the half up 30. You let these motherfuckers tack another 10 on.
But you know
Like,
what? The if we're talking like mind games and on the coaching side of it, also it could be we not even playing our starters. Y'all got this and whatever. So they could have just been like, yeah, y'all won by 40 something, but we was like whatever early. Versus we got our starters in, we playing, trying to come back and forth and back and forth, and we still end up losing by 20, 25. They're like, forget it. Put the bench
Yeah.
out there.
The
yeah,
closest they
hey,
got in the third quarter was 22 points. And then
yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. I would, because I had some actions. I'm looking at parlays, so I'm like, cool. If they could get it within 15, it'll be worth continuing to play their starters. And after that, Minnesota went back on a
Hey,
run, and it was all over.
hey, you know what? I agree with you, Chris. Chris says, give many credit. They defended home court. They say a series doesn't begin until the road team wins. That's true.
Oh, my bad, my
So,
bad, my bad,
um,
my
so,
bad.
um,
Put that back up.
so,
Excuse me.
we'll see. So, like DP said, Game 4 will say a lot. Say a lot as in regards to, um, was that just, was that Boston in game was that Boston in game 5 against the New York Knicks, where it's like, hey man, we're not gonna go out like that. We're gonna put up, what I'm saying, a fight and give our fans at least one game to be proud of us. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
well, wasn't Minnesota in that same predicament last year? where it was like we gonna take one just to not get swept.
The the interesting thing to me about Minnesota was, and it I mean, it does kind of go with what Bong is saying about Boston, is they still shot a lot of threes. They just made the threes this particular game. At one point, they were 15 for 26. They ended up 20 for 40 and shot 50%. But yeah, I think that they'll win another one as long as Anthony Edwards is aggressive. He was aggressive early in looking for his shot and hunting for points, as opposed to them going through Randall and letting Randall shoot long threes and everything else.
Hey,
He still took some fadeaways where I was like, why the hell did you take the fade? But he made them. And I was just
hey,
like, okay, I'll leave it
hey,
alone.
listen, KP. He
What's up?
came out. Randall came out on a mission to go through for the offense to run through him, but I think he might have made his first couple of shots, and then he missed one or two, and then who was it? It was Mike Conley. He's calling for the ball from Mike Conley. Conley looks him off like, man, get your ass. Hell no, we're not doing that shit again today. Coach already told me to tell your silly ass to calm down, nigga. Like, hey, Randall was like, run it through me. No, sir.
I'm hot, baby.
Hey, when Conley licked him off, Conley was in the corner. Randall's on the wing. He's clearly calling for the ball, and Conley like looked through him and probably skipped it to somebody else. I was like, oh yeah, especially because Conley's a professional. So
Yeah.
if Conley, if you want the ball and it's a good look, Conley's gonna get you the ball. As a
Yeah,
professional.
we had a couple folks kind of throwing smut on Conley's name last
No,
time we were
that was
talking.
me. I was saying I expect more from Conley.
No, that was
No.
FYF.
Yeah, it was
FYF. He
FYF.
needs to join.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like,
Yeah, I
I
ain't
was like,
talking
I'm
about you.
expecting more.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the chat.
Oh, and Bong.
Yeah,
To answer your question, you said, are there any other NBA teams that have had 3 or more players on a team?
yeah.
The 96-97 Boston Celtics, they had 3 players from
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yes, they
I
had
remember
Ron
that now that
Mercer,
you're saying it.
Antoine Walker, Walter McCarty, and they had Patino as the head coach for Boston, who was the head coach for
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And it was after, interestingly enough, they also won a championship together in college.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
but
had Villanova.
how far
Knicks,
did they go? Did they go to the they were a good team.
who?
That Boston Celtics team, how far did they go?
No. They were 36 and 46 that year. They all played together.
Was it only that one year though that they played together?
I'll check. I'll verify
Was that
that.
Because that was when Antoine Walker started doing the shimmy and stuff. And I remember they were decent.
How long was Patino in the league? Because I think his shit was attached to Tim Duncan, right? That was when Spurs get Tim. Patino
Oh,
wasn't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
Patino was banking on getting Tim Duncan to Boston,
Okay.
and when that fell through, I think it kind of derailed his NBA his NBA coaching career. That shit didn't pan out the way he wanted it to.
Oh, that's why.
Um,
That's why he's got beef with Calipari.
Uh,
apparently,
It's like
Hey.
Calipari.
Hey, and like I was saying though, as far as Minnesota, they were in the same predicament last year because Dallas got their ass up out of there 4-1. And I remember they got one game and it seemed like they were just happy not to get swept. So is it the same thing this time around? Are they just gonna be happy not to get swept, or are they gonna come
No, I think
with
they're
the
gonna. I think
business
they're gonna win again.
Okay.
Adam's been saying a
Adam
few
like
things.
Dillingham.
Yeah,
Let me go back to this one because he mentioned they got some hidden talent.
Yeah.
Man, Bones Highland is just hasn't gotten an opportunity to like really get out there and get some minutes, man. I thought it was gonna happen with the Clippers, and that was just like short lived. So
Once I saw him and then once I saw him train, I was like, nah. No disrespect to him. I mean, it sounds very disrespectful, but
It did.
no, I mean, no, I'm saying when I saw him train, I saw his size and I saw how tall he was. And I'm like, okay, this guy's he's little and he's not overly strong. He's not overly physical. He doesn't overly shoot well. There's a lot of he doesn't do anything great. And then size isn't on his side. So those were the things I was looking at because you look at your backup guys, your backup guys come in and those dudes are dogs. Like Russell Westbrook in Denver, TJ McConnell, who's undersized, but seems to find a way to get to the mid range and get to it. Like he's a dog. Peyton Pritchard is a dog. And I wouldn't put Bones Highland in that category. So that's why I say that. And that's why I thought that when I saw him training. And I was like, I didn't think he was gonna stick in the league.
And what do you think about Dillingham? This was the first sighting of him.
Dillingham, man. Dillingham is small, man. He's electrifying. He's a hell of a basketball player, but I don't know how good he's gonna be on the NBA level.
The kids love him on TikTok.
Yeah, he's electrifying.
Yeah, he's a highlight guy.
But I mean, you alluded to it earlier. You talked about Brunson being a defensive liability. Brunson is 3 times stronger than Dillingham. Dillingham is quick, but he gives up size, he gives up strength. It's gonna really take some time for Dillingham, and then Dillingham is electric offensively, but you got Anthony Edwards. You got to facilitate.
Chris Darter said KP is a tough guy to please, to say the least.
Man,
hey, what do you think about so and so?
I like Terrence Shannon. Terrence Shannon Jr. I liked him in college. I watched him when he played for Illinois. But
yeah, and I think Adam threw Shannon out there.
Yeah, and so like Terrence Shannon, that he was a difference maker as well. He was a piece in game 3. They threw him in early, and he got to it. I think he scored 7 quick points, and it was like, oh wow! It allowed Anthony Edwards to rest more. I remember Alexander Walker, Nikhil Alexander Walker had a goofy turnover where he threw the ball back court, like didn't wait for Randall to get in the front court because Terrence Shannon was playing well. Chris Finch was able to snatch Nikhil out real fast when he made that bonehead turnover. Nikhil walked to the end of the bench and pout for a little while.
Yeah,
Shannon
I saw that.
Well.
Yeah,
and then Nikhil had to sit, focus, reflect. He had to do some soul searching.
Hey, but that's good because get your shit together so we can put your ass back out there, and you better get busy or you're gonna sit back down.
Exactly, and he played well when he got back out there, but it was because of Terrence Shannon Jr. that the coach had that flexibility to do that.
Yeah, but you have to
Nikhil like, damn, I got to come with it, or he's gonna take my minutes.
But then you have to give some credit to the coach for, digging in your bag that deep to even allow that to be an option.
Yeah,
or have that pressure put on your own players because like you just said, Bong was talking about Thibodeau. You barely seeing anybody other than them top 6, maybe 7 guys, and everybody is out there dragging ass at some, the first 2 games, but now they still, but that makes you think, okay, was this their best effort? And then next game, is it just going to be back to the drawing board and the same shit from Indiana?
Hey.
At the very least, I would say this series, let's say it becomes a back and forth and they win another game, the Knicks, I'm saying, or whatever. Those motherfuckers, if they make it, they will be very, very, very tired when it comes to the finals. And I mean, I know being in the finals will give you some sort of a boost
Adrenaline
because
rush.
it's like,
For
damn,
one or two games.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. When will you come back down to earth? And because OKC, they're doing what they do. They got a flow where they play a lot of guys, right?
They got a deep roster, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So if they just, let's say they come back and take care of Minnesota, and then they're just waiting on whoever comes out of New York, Indiana. Because I thought the New York Indiana series would be like a 6-7 game series. I'm kind of surprised at the way it was going, and if they would have lost today, damn, that would have really been like,
you got to think about it. If New York doesn't blow game one, we're looking at this series totally different. New York is up 2-1 now.
true,
Right?
Crazy.
I mean,
true.
it's just like the small things that make the difference in the series, man. It's crazy. But in regards to the Minnesota series, what I will say is Ant Edwards as a leader of a team or as the superstar on the team, man, that motherfucker is cool. Like, he don't look nervous. It doesn't seem like the pressure gets to him.
Mhm.
And either that motherfucker is putting on the best front that I've seen in a while, or this motherfucker is just a really cool, calm, and collected dude because he came out and it didn't feel like it was a must win. He just got in his bag and it was just, listen, man, I'm just going to work. And again, I hate that he played the Lakers in the first round because I want to like this motherfucker. I really do. At the end of the day, I really do like him. Right?
Hey, Bong using that excuse that they beat the Lakers. Deep down inside, he throwing darts at a post.
Hell no, I can't fuck with him at least this year.
Okay.
Next year is a whole new. I'm an Ant Edwards fan, man. I love his game. He plays above the rim.
In the building too.
Engineer was good.
Engineer said we keep juking him.
Hey, we be turning it up a little bit, man. For the playoffs, man, we trying to be a little bit more consistent. But again, I fuck with Ant Edwards.
Look,
I love his
Bong.
Nah,
hey, engineer, what was that list that you had? It was Bong's dog, KD. I think you added somebody else. Let me know. Let me know what that list looking like.
But DP, you mentioned the Boston Celtics record about when
with the
them were there. They didn't have a winning season with them together.
Oh wow.
They had 2 seasons together. They were 36 and 46 and 97-98. It was a shortened season, 98-99. They were 19 and 31.
Oh,
and that was the last time all 3 of them were together. And then Boston,
Antoine Walker days though, had to be
Antoine Walker 2001, 2002 is when they started cooking. That's when they first made the playoffs.
Okay.
And they were a 3rd seed. They were 49 and 33. And then the next year, 2002, 2003, they made the playoffs again at 44 and 38.
Okay, because I remember they were decent with Antoine Walker, but maybe not with all 3 of those dudes. Because, like I say, that was when Walker was doing the almost like the Mark Jackson. Yeah, the shimmy. I said almost like the Mark Jackson thing, where Mark Jackson was doing his shimmy too.
Nick Van Exel was doing it too.
Yeah, Nick Van Exel had the shimmy going on. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So again,
go ahead. He throwing them out there. I remember this. Jalen Ramsey, Draymond, but Anthony the first one. He likes.
Hey.
And what's his name? And Daughter said something to me earlier in the comments. I'm sorry. He asked me if I could beat Shaq in a free throw shooting contest or 100-yard dash competition. Daughter, I know you haven't seen me in person, and I would say this: I could beat Shaq in both. Yes,
both, huh?
Confidently, I would confidently say I'd beat him in both.
Yeah. I mean, old man Shaq, he got bad knees, bad feet.
Shaq in his prime, and me in my prime, he's not beating me in a 100-yard dash. That's not happening.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
Okay.
yeah. Hey, but
Yeah, that's
again, no,
Shaq,
I'm
Shaq, if
let me,
Shaq, if you listening,
yeah. We can shoot free throws, Shaq.
challenge.
Absolutely. We can shoot free throws.
I'll
Shaq is
definitely
like, who
put it
is
to you
this
like
guy?
this.
Yeah.
I'll definitely put it to you like this. I love Ant Edwards' game. My only riff with Ant Edwards is not even that they beat the Lakers, but if you beat my team, I'll put it to you like this: if you in football, basketball, any of that shit, if you beat my team, I can't root for you in the playoffs. Like that's law. That's law. I can't do it. Like next year we be back to hey, I can root for Ant. He makes for good basketball, for entertaining basketball, but I can't root
Yeah, I
off the heels of beating my team, and then on top of that, walking through the city
yeah.
talking your shit.
I
Like
don't know
I'm not.
how I feel about that shit where they're like, where some people are like, well, I'm rooting for them. At least we lost to the champions. Like, I'm like, get
Nah,
them
fuck
up out of there.
that. Yeah, I can't root for you. But Ant
So I
Edwards, man,
understand where you're coming from.
his game is like that. And again, maybe I'm so enamored with the above the rim, with the way he plays above the rim and the way he can get to the basket. His 3-point shot, I just don't remember him having it when he came into the league, unless I'm tripping.
Yeah, I hope he don't just fall in love with that
No,
though and
no, he's
rely on it because
gotten better with
he
it every year.
yeah,
Because
and I know he's get.
that shit is
We were
nice.
we were talking about that the last episode, I believe.
Yeah.
We were
We were.
talking about that.
But
Yeah.
I don't want him to fall in love with it though.
That's what I just said. I don't
Yeah.
want him to fall in love with the
Yeah.
three
Don't.
because he right now, he is an active two-way player. Like he plays defense, offensively. When he's aggressive, he can get to where he wants to get. He needs to attack more, go more with that mid-range game, mix it up, and then yes, you're getting better with the three. Throw that in there. Just keep mixing it up though. When you start relying on the three, like he's had some games where he's been like 1 for 8, one
Yeah.
for 7 from three, like and then the complete flip of that for the 2-point buckets and mid-range game. Like he'll be shooting like 70% on that side of the game, but 20% from three. Like, I mean, it's telling. So
Yeah.
Pause. Pause. Pause.
yeah, I see.
Hey,
Pause.
Chris always spices up the chat, man. We
Yeah,
appreciate it, bro.
yeah.
Real for real.
Hey, real
Man,
quick break though before we go to something else. Like this is up right now, so we might as well mention this that the Discord is live, y'all. We got some people who are already in there getting busy frequently. Um, Alf sucks at mock draft. Shout out to you, engineer. Shout out to you, Scotty boy. Shout out to you. We see y'all in there all the time. Um, you know, I know there's a few more people who are in there because the numbers went up a little bit, but man, if y'all rock with us, rock with us. Go on the Discord link is on our YouTube channel. So go ahead, click that, subscribe, and rock with us. So
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
okay. So engineer, real quick, sidebar. So you watched the Moses fight because of me. Okay. Hey, he is a Moses Itama. He's a beast, man. Young 20-year-old. He was there's a lot of hype behind him possibly breaking Mike Tyson's record for being the youngest heavyweight champion. I think Mike Tyson did it at 20 years old in 4 months. Itama's birthday is in December, so he's already passed that. So he's not gonna break the record. But at 20 years old, bright future, man. Like he's a beast. Yep, he is. He is engineer. He said he's a technician. Like he's a beast. So hopefully we'll see him in some bigger fights later on. Those of y'all who are boxing fans, we do have a hate to keep. Well, I don't hate to keep turning back
Love,
to the Discord.
love.
we got a boxing channel in there now, so go on and
Discord is
check
where
that
it's
out
at,
too.
man. Discord
Yeah,
is where it's at. For real, for real, for real.
yeah.
Man,
Prime
Ali.
Tyson versus almost Prime Ali. Who wins?
Prime Tyson.
Ooh, Um, you say Prime Tyson?
Absolutely. Too powerful, man. Too quick, too powerful.
Hey, Joe Frazier was really, really powerful, and he hit Muhammad Ali flush,
Broke
and
his
I
jaw. I
and
remember.
Ali was able to sustain that. He lost that fight, but he had some bounce
Yeah.
backs, and he also beat Frazier. That's a tough call. If Tyson doesn't land flush,
I, I
Ali
think
might
I
it's
think
hard to
Tyson
that's hard to
I
call.
think Tyson was better than Frazier though as a fighter. Frazier was more of a just brawler. And like looking at that Frazier George Foreman fight, like Frazier never stood a chance and he got demolished by Foreman.
Well, I just said that because you said power.
Yeah. I,
So I mean, if you say power, then he's been hit by some guys with some power. Because then also there's George Foreman, who some people say was the hardest punching dude they ever saw in their lives. So he beat him. So I mean, I don't know. There's a possibility. Those are you can have debates on
I'm
those
from
kind
the
of
streets of
questions like
Sonny
forever.
Liston and Jack Dempsey. I'm going with that.
But I'll say this: if you ask Tyson, he will humbly say Ali, because he's gone on record to and said that before. So, oh, whoa, hold on. Let's see. I need to get back to KP about Angel Reese about how she trash. Don't
That
you
was that was
think that
that was
she's
me.
just overrated and got by
That-
this far due to her being taller and being
Stop,
more
bro.
athletic?
Stop, Scotty boy.
I said something in the Discord though, Bong.
Okay,
That's why
okay.
that's why I'm referring to me because they was trying to trash Angel Reese in the Discord.
Oh, see, that's
And
why,
it
and
was
the good
basically
Lord knows to
saying,
keep me up out of there when I
yeah,
hear the bullshit. Because y'all got to stop, man.
I
Like
will
let's.
say though, it was funny, man. They said that they call what she gets me bounce.
Oh my god. I mean, I thought that was already dispelled though, because I mean, even if you take those away, she's still leading would be leading the league. Oh,
Like,
D
listen,
Rouse in the building.
Who
D
comes up
D
Rock,
with this
Rouse.
what's
me
good? What's
bounce?
good?
But
Scott,
I said like I was saying that Angel Reese is a heck of a player. She's still young. She's only in her second year as a pro, and she's already one of the best rebounders in WNBA history. So I think that she'll get better. She doesn't have a coach. I mean, she's her second coach in 2 years.
and they
You know,
trash.
she don't have a team around her. Like
They're
they've equipped Caitlin Clark.
with she came into a team that already was really good,
Yeah.
and then they added more for her.
Hold on.
Whereas I
Excuse
think
me. Caitlin Clark.
where where whereas with Angel Reese, I think one of the better players on the team last year was was I think they pronounce it Kennedy Carter.
Kennedy.
Kennedy
Kennedy.
Carter.
Okay,
Angry woman.
Yeah.
and she basically what's going on, Matthew Miller? Appreciate you tapping in. I believe this might be first time I didn't see Matthew Miller in here.
Yeah. I believe so.
Right,
Shout out to
right.
Matthew Miller.
Appreciate you rocking with us, man.
Yep.
If you haven't, please, we'd appreciate you if you subscribe to the channel. Come fuck with us. But to the Angel Reese thing, Kennedy Carter was their best scorer.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, they didn't bring her back. She went crazy in the offseason in some Chinese league where she was averaging like 40. She's a bucket getter. And now you take her away. Guess what? As you look at the team, as you look at the Chicago Sky as they're currently constructed, Angel Reese is probably their best player. And I mean, if for everybody saying she's trash, if you're gonna have Angel Reese as your best player as a post player, like y'all not gonna win. Like we need scoring, you know. What does Matthew Miller talk about? Talk your ish, Matthew Miller. But you know what I'm saying. But again, when you in here, if you ever think about it, man, I will always defend Angel Reese, man. Like her game is it's it takes more hustle, it takes more heart to play her style of basketball. You get what I'm saying? Like you fighting down there with the bigs, and she's not in the even in the context of um even in the context of the WNBA, she's not necessarily that tall. She's what, 6'3"?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's undersized for her position.
Yeah, she's undersized for
Yeah.
her position, so she's always fighting with someone that's like 6'6" or someone that's 6'7", right? And out rebounding those bigger quote unquote bigs.
Mhm.
And I believe that I watched a little bit of the game. They played the Sparks today, and they're trying to pull her away from the basket. They'll have her, whoever she's guarding, wherever her offensive assignment is, they try and draw her away from the basket because of the rebound. This is on the defensive side of the ball, right? And
Damn.
she's still gonna get you double-digit rebounds.
Yeah.
No,
You know what, man? I thought, and I know it's early, but like I say, they still have Camila Cardoso, and Angel Reese as that duo, like the bigs, and then they got your girl Van Lith. So I was thinking, just as far if they got some, better guards in the building, improve the guard position, that make the team better. But so far, like you say, it's not looking like it's working right now. But it is early, only 2 games into the season, so they could have a turnaround, and
Yeah.
what we see now may not be what it is at the end of the season, right? So,
yeah. No, for sure. But she's a shrunken Zebo. Anyway, but I don't even know how we got there, but you already know the list, man. There's 3 people in here. There's 3 people that I fuck with that I will defend at all ends. That's Angel Reese, Lonzo Ball,
this
and
dude, Scotty Boy, go ahead.
and
Angel,
Dak Prescott. Those are that's the holy
yeah,
trinity right there, man.
Bong got a few lists. And Engineer was putting together that other one a little bit earlier. We know Kevin Durant is a headliner on that joint.
Yeah, that's my other list.
Look at this though. He said, in all seriousness, her game reminds me of Zach Randolph, except the part where the ball goes in the hoop. Like, what? Scotty Boy, come on.
That's
Man,
indeed.
one of my sons wanted to say
Reese must
what's
be
up,
on
man.
Scotty Boy's list.
Sorry, y'all.
What up, boy?
What's going on, Kendall?
Yeah, what it?
Man, you always rubbing your hands together like you up to something.
Birdman. That's Birdman.
Hey, listen. All I want to see
that's little Kevin from The Wire.
Okay. Well, look, all I want to see from you is a real, actual dunk.
I got you tomorrow.
Okay, y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? He got me tomorrow, so he's supposed to be sending me a clip of him actually dunking. So I will let y'all know. Hey, don't have us put the footage up here of you missing a dunk, having a Sprite moment.
I'm gonna get you on with 2 hands.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Hey,
I like the confidence.
Hey, Matthew Miller. KP, the guy with the glasses, is the resident basketball analyst aficionado. When we were talking,
KP's son is Deuce McBride.
Yep.
Oh, Kalai's in the building too. Kalai,
what up?
Hey, man, listen. Okay, and now you looking like you sneaking. What the hell you up to back here?
Nothing.
Hey, D. Riley,
Kalai
appreciate it. Yes, she's a
Kalai
double
looking like a straight creep.
Hey, but Matthew Miller, KP definitely talks, and KP is probably one of the most knowledgeable people I know in regards to basketball,
Hell no.
college, NBA.
Hell no. Fuck no. You're giving this nigga too much credit. He knows some stuff. He cool.
Hey, Matthew Miller, when you get a chance, go back and watch some of the old lives or some of the old videos, man. You'll see KP's very knowledgeable, man. But Yeah,
Thank
yeah. Indeed, man.
You'll see
I think
KP talking whether
hey, he
you
posted
know.
something. He posted something. What did he say? I think Matthew Miller said, "Does Buddy in the glasses speak much, or is he just there for moral support?"
Oh
That's
no,
what I was responding to.
I'm here for the moral support, man.
KP gets busy.
I
Now,
talk.
now football season, he's moral support.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
basketball season,
Hey,
man,
hey, listen. I've already said, man, I'm gonna do my studying, man, because I ain't gonna be on here getting my ass kicked during football season.
hey, Chris called me the funny
Ernie.
Ernie Johnson inside the NBA, the moderator.
Hey,
Not sullied by sponsors. Nah,
right,
but
absolutely, nah, for sure.
oh wait, engineer said I'm a hater because I said KP because Bong was bigging up KP and I'm like nah,
That's funny.
KP know a little something, you know.
A little something.
We had DP and I have this back and forth thing, man. It's all love, but we got this back and forth thing.
We ain't gonna talk about the court, what actually happens on the court.
Oh, what?
We can keep it to talking to basketball.
We have it documented in the transcripts, and just for a little backup, you got D Riley. He in the chat as well, right? D Riley was in the chat. He could probably speak to some on the court such and suches. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, D Riley is in the building.
Did all three of y'all play together?
Yeah.
At one point?
Sophomore year.
Okay.
Yeah, we was all there.
I was on the border, but I was there. I was on that border.
Man, you was in the building, man. You was on the squad.
Hey man, on the border, man. But yeah, man. I wasn't talking much about the WNBA because I didn't watch it over the weekend. So I just wanted to stick to what I watched. I did watch the NBA stuff over the weekend, so that's what I kind of talk about.
Appreciate you, Matthew Miller. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
I was gonna ask that, man. When he said my black brothers, I'm like, man, why?
Hey, man. Hey, look, I kind of knew what he was saying, and Matthew Miller, you ain't getting the pass for that. Watch your mouth, B.
Don't even say vinegar around me.
Hey, they go D Riley. D Riley say you was in there, KP. You did. For sure. But
he was in. Let me see. Was he? Okay. I'm messing with you, man. Yeah. KP.
Yeah. Don't say vinegar. Don't say La Cienega. I don't want to hear none of that.
Don't say, hey, when we talk the Knicks, you keep it short at the Knicks.
Yeah.
Don't pull what they say, the Doris Burke.
Right.
Doris Burke, she did not even say that.
Nah, she didn't. Nah. Yeah, let a naysayer know. There you go. That's that classic. Damn, who was that on? That was your boy. It was on ABC for the college football shit. So they had I can't remember who won.
You talking about on Game Day?
On Game Day. And they had Desmond Howard. They had your boy Pat McAfee.
What McAfee? Yeah, McAfee. Yeah.
So, oh boy, what is the dude? His name is Reese Davis or something like that.
Yeah, that's him. let a nay say
no. Pat McAfee and Desmond Howard could not stop rolling. Bro was so oblivious, he didn't even realize. He's like, yeah, man. He said, let a nay say no.
Right. I remember that now.
That shit was comedy, bro. That shit was comedy. Yo, man. Oh, man. That's good shit.
We got some people throwing now they trying to throw some of the football stuff out here. Man. Jalen Milroe, huh?
I think that's who said it. That was who it was.
Oh yeah, it was Milroe. It was Milroe.
Like a wristband.
Yeah. It was Milroe.
The acronym. Yeah, like let a nice say.
Yeah. Yep.
Golly,
boy. Yeah.
His daughter, man, Bong is actually sophisticated, man. You know, for those of us that don't know, We was all in Gifted Magnet together, man.
Hey man, hey, y'all sure giving each other these flowers today. Hey, we should have
I
called
said we
this
were all.
giveth them flowers.
Man, you want some flowers, DP?
Nah, man, I said y'all
You
giving up
you
the
give you some
flowers today. We
dandelions,
should
man.
have
I'm gonna
we
give you
should
some
have turned
dandelions.
we should have turned the title into giveth them flowers.
Hey man, did y'all see the while y'all talking about Jalen Milroe? They had a few people. I guess I don't know if they were at like some kind of NFLPA event but they had like a bunch of the rookie quarterbacks and they were doing like this accuracy shit where they were just throwing into like different, like these big, huge aerial buckets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Cam Ward going against Jackson Dart. And Jackson Dart was getting the best of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they were like, you guys have probably seen it. Bless you.
Bless you.
You guys have probably seen something similar to it in like the Pro Bowl where they'll have like, but in the Pro Bowl is like moving targets and they're just trying to hit them but these were like big aerial buckets.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like some are close, some are a little bit like mid range, and some are a little bit farther. And so they had Cam Ward and Jackson Dart up there together, and Dart was getting the better of him. And I think Jalen Milroe, he also showed well in the little clips or highlights that I saw. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it was definitely, you know, letting me know that football season is around the corner, man. I can't wait. You know, right now, a lot of teams are still doing their OTAs. Can't wait till that motherfucking training camp starts.
You trying to
2
hit it?
Peez and a Bong will be in
I
Oxnard.
was about to say you trying to hit up Oxnard this year?
Motherfucking right. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Hey,
At least
I'm gonna see if they'll give a
little
press pass to
pass.
that joint. Yeah.
You know, Jerry and them be real.
Hey, all they can tell you is no, right?
Yeah,
It don't hurt to
yeah.
try to get
No,
up in
we
that
don't
bitch.
even want your money to come up here. Why the heck would you? They go all the way.
Yeah.
Bong, you've been to Oxnard before, right?
Yes, hell yeah. Oh yeah. I try and go every year. At least one time every year. Last year I didn't go, but you know, everybody, the mood and the energy around the Cowboys was so down last year that wasn't nobody fucking with that shit. I think me and DP, we thought about going out there, but we couldn't get our schedules aligned, and it just looked dead. Like the energy was off. Like again, they had a coach on on the last year of his contract, and you knew they weren't going to renew him. You had Dak Prescott at the time playing on the last year of his contract. They didn't renew his ass until 30 minutes before week 1 started, or they were officially about to play a game. You know what I'm saying? It just made so the season ended up the way it ended up because like they didn't take last year seriously.
And last year would have been a time to get up in that bitch because it was, it was wide open. If they fuck around and let you bring cameras, I don't know what the camera policy is on that bitch, but you told me you saw people out there.
Hell yeah, you can bring cameras. Yeah.
If they ain't got no restrictions on the zoom lens, I'm gonna be all up in motherfuckers' faces because my shit will
be in the huddle.
Get in the huddle.
So two years. So the last time I went was 2 years ago, and they have random people that I assume have like maybe smaller podcasts or
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like we should go for it.
Yeah, they were in the no. I'm talking about they were in the stands just surveying fans and just asking questions, shit like that. Like you can talk to anybody. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, they just had a hot mic and like one of the little lapel mics, and they were talking to people, and it was just motherfuckers talking. I think it was the dude that I was listening to. I just heard his conversation behind me. He was talking about fantasy football, so he was just like, "Hey, like how which one of players are going to be good fantasy football players?"
I'm gonna take a picture with Dak and clip my lapel on his jersey on the low. Hot mic that nigga up.
And while you guys have been talking, man, Matthew Miller, one of our newest.
I saw that.
Okay,
go ahead.
Was asking where we're from.
Yeah, where we from, KP?
City of Los Scandalous.
Absolutely.
Los Angeles. Hey, while we got a few people in here, we're definitely trying to do a fantasy football league with some of our core subscribers. So I know engineer, you big on the football stuff. Al sucks in mock drafts. He's big on the football stuff. I don't really know Scotty Boy if you rock with it like that.
Scotty
But
Boy
Man,
gambling
hey,
on
listen, it's betting.
Scotty Boy
Scotty Boy
gambling
is in the building.
Scotty Boy,
Yeah.
Scotty Boy
gambling
ain't turning that
tennis,
shit down.
on roller derby. Scotty Boy's with all of that, man.
Hey, Scotty
Oh,
Boy
yeah.
bet how many times we would say naysayer in this episode.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, man. So definitely want to do a fantasy football league where we can do our live draft.
Look, he already said y'all don't want this smoke.
That Dizzle. I knew I could get you out
Stay out there.
my
Dizzle
brother,
in the
my
building.
brother. Dizzle in the building, man. So
Hey,
yeah,
Dizzle been laying in the cut like, hey, yo.
Yeah, so we gonna do some a fantasy football league with the listeners, and we're gonna do a live draft. It's not a gamble. You know, we could do something. We could do something like we could do something like
16 teams. Count me out. I ain't
yeah.
doing
No. I think we'll do max. The max we'll do is probably 12 teams. You know what I'm saying?
I can't do 16.
All right,
man.
Matthew Miller is taking a turn again.
And maybe
asking some of these Diddy questions.
Diddy,
some of these freak off joints.
But yeah, no.
Look at Dizzle. Football. Someone say fantasy football.
While rubbing his hands together.
Birdman.
10-team max. So, hey, Scotty Boy, look. Hey, it maybe 12 makes it a little harder.
Yeah.
12 makes it a little harder.
Pretty easy, man. 10, you can still get a lot of good guys. But 12 is tough. I think after 12, we just have to start another league and do another one.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Well, as we get
turned down, I don't want to turn away some of the other people. So
as we get closer to the season, we'll definitely gauge the interest, and we'll see whether it's 10 or 12. But I'm sure we'll be able to do it. And the live draft is where it's going to be at, man. That's going to be fun. Doing a live draft on air. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, Matthew Miller, you'll definitely get your say so, man. You know, come back here around 10:30.
I told you, don't come around this motherfucker so early.
Right. See, hey, Scotty Boy, I don't play. Look, fantasy football is different than rooting for the Cowboys.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different, but I can show y'all better than I could. I can show y'all better than I could tell y'all. You dig?
See, hey, Matthew Miller, dog. I said, you asking about lotion, asking him them freak off questions. I don't know what you like.
Okay, he from New York. I got you.
Okay,
so,
all right.
We got Knicks fan in the house with Matthew Miller. Are you rooting for the Knicks?
That's what it is.
Tell me, are you rooting for the Knicks? Can we get that?
Engineers like, wow.
Forget about it.
Yeah. So this shit got off the rails, but man, football season around the corner. We will be at Oxnard. We'll probably try and do I don't know, man, something reporting live from Oxnard. No. Shit, it was a hell of a win.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now we're starting to make sense, Matthew.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'll say this about the Knicks. The motherfuckers getting comfortable, coming back from being down 20 plus. That's crazy. It's their third 20-point comeback this playoff run.
Damn, my man Matt said I need a Newport or something.
I need to see more.
Yeah.
I need to see
Matthew on the Lucy's. Like, man, I need a Lucy.
The fourth game in both series is gonna be telling for both
for
Eastern
both.
Conference and Western Conference. So
I got a question for Matthew Miller. Man, how you feel about the what your fans and your people did to the firefighter wearing the Halliburton jersey?
Oh,
Do
he was a
you stand
firefighter.
by it? Yeah,
yeah, that's what he was talking about last
he's a
time.
firefighter.
Where he
I didn't
said
know.
they
I
was
just
messing with
thought he
their
was.
own.
I just thought he was in Indiana. This motherfucker was from New York.
Yes, he's a
Yes.
firefighter. That's what yeah.
Yeah.
Do you stand behind the firefighter being abused?
Nah,
That
he
was
said
bullshit.
he hate
Okay.
disrespectful fans.
That
Okay.
made it. That makes it even worse.
Yeah.
That is just
That's-
a New York citizen that roots for the Pacers, and y'all motherfuckers throwing trash.
It wasn't even at a Pacers game. It was at a Boston Celtics game.
Where the fuck did they find a full bag of trash?
Hey man.
They threw a full bag of trash at this.
Yeah, he's a firefighter. That's why I said, can you imagine what they would do to John Halliburton
A
if they
public
would do
servant,
that to
man.
an NYC firefighter?
A
Hey.
public servant, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Hey,
crazy.
Scotty boy, I saw you too. You say you ready for this college football. As am I. You know, some of the usual suspects are at the top of the list for a recruiting class. I think, you know, you got Texas, Alabama, Georgia was up there. But what I noticed is a lot of them aren't getting like a boatload of 5 stars. You'll see like a bunch of 4 stars on a lot of these recruiting class rosters. It's like, you know, 10, anywhere from 10 to 20 of those on the teams that have made the top 5 on the list for most of the people. But college football should be exciting this year. We'll see how that goes. So
Oh no, Chris Daughter, you're a Buckeyes fan? Wait, how are you a Buckeyes fan and a
And the
horn?
horns. A
What
Texas fan
kind
and
of
a.
madness? What
That's
are you?
crazy. Hey,
Yeah.
Scotty Boy said John Halliburton going into the trash can.
Yeah,
Hey, bottoms up.
absolutely.
hey,
Come on,
they still ain't let him off probation. He's still in the
nah.
In the
doing this
street,
in the bars and shit. So we'll see.
so you mentioned college football. My prediction next year,
Oh, he said he went to Ohio State in Texas.
okay, top running back next year in college football. Look out for Emmett Johnson of Nebraska. He will be a top running back in college football next year.
And what makes you think he will be?
He had some good games this past year. He was splitting time with another running back. He hit the portal and was going to go somewhere else, and then he changed his mind and decided, I'm coming back to Nebraska. I'm going to
Mhm.
remain a Cornhusker. So now they're going to feature him. He played hardball and it won, but he's a beast.
Mhm.
Deal World in the building. We got you, bro. We got you. We got you, Deal World, on the fantasy football shit, man.
He
Um,
I think Matthew Miller asked if he's a brother. I think he's talking to me about Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's I mean, believe it or not, he's actually Liberian. Yeah, he's
oh wow.
actually Liberian. He's a brother.
In
He's actually
Nebraska,
Liberian.
better
Huh?
watch out for them bunnies.
Yeah.
Hey, D Riley, I fuck with SC. I know you fuck with SC heavy. We all do. I mean, well, shit, I ain't gonna speak for everybody. I do, but I don't believe in I don't believe in the coach, man. I think that motherfucker is slightly overrated. Uh,
Well, they don't even control the West Coast anymore. That's Oregon. All the kids want to go to Oregon over SC. Like they're
yeah,
losing the battles for the top recruits now.
yeah.
And you know, that may change even more since there's no more no Pac-12 anymore.
You
So
know when Oregon first made that deal to go to the what was it? The Big Ten? Or it was either Oregon and SC. One of those two teams was SC. SC was not supposed to go to the Big Ten. Oregon went under the premise that SC wasn't going to get an invitation to go, and they thought that they were going to be the biggest show on the West Coast in terms of recruiting. And then after they got in to secure their spot, then USC got in and UCLA got in. So yeah, they were pretty pissed off about that.
Got to chase the money.
Yeah.
Deal World, I don't know who Dowdle is. Is he another running back? I'm assuming he must be, since that's what we were talking about. But I have to look into that and see.
Damn, I wish my son wasn't sick. I would have had him down here talking about
Oh
this.
yeah, now you talk about
This is his lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an 11-year-old son, y'all, that does edits, that follows college football. This dude has over 1 million views on YouTube. It's ridiculous. But he breathes college football, 11 years old. I should have had him sitting next to me to get my college football information, because he's like a walking encyclopedia. It's ridiculous, man. He said Nebraska transferred to Kentucky this year.
Okay. Oh, he transferred to Kentucky.
So I think I said something about Quinn Ewers the other day, that he turned down. I think he was being offered $8 million by another team to stay in college for one more year, and he passed that up to get drafted to the NFL, and now he's going to play under like a 4-year, $4 million contract with Miami. So,
what you don't know is the Mannings matched that offer and told him just get out of college.
I think he was hopping in the transfer portal.
The Mannings was like, "Look, we don't even want you to transfer. Just get out. Get out."
Yeah. He said we follow MMA. I mean, I fuck with MMA on slightly, but I just don't feel like, I think the star era is gone. The last big star. I mean, John Jones, he's so established, he doesn't really have to stay active like that. He's the last of the Mohicans when it comes to that star era. Before him, Conor McGregor, like, were people that actually moved the needle. You know what I'm saying? You had a couple of the why are all their names? I'm drawing a blank on all their names. The two Nigerian dudes, Israel
Francis Ngannou and Israel Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya, and not Francis. Anyway, so I mean they had some stars.
Congo.
Damn, it'll come to me. But
Usman.
There we go.
I'm like, which one?
Yeah. It was Usman. He kind of. Oh shit, DP done fell off real quick. But you had Usman, and then he kind of led the way for Israel Adesanya. But I mean, if you want to look at them as superstars, but the mega stars, I think the last two in the UFC would have to be John Jones and Conor McGregor. Like those were like mega stars. You know what I'm saying? Where Conor McGregor could name his price. John Jones can name his price. So I don't. But I'll say this: what I do enjoy about the UFC specifically is that they give you fights on a regular basis. It's kind of like how, remember No Limit back in '99, in the late '90s. No Limit would drop an album. No Limit Records would drop an album every week.
Yeah,
motherfuckers consistent as hell. They giving you something every week. So
and Mercedes' rear end was always coming soon. The cover was okay, we should have out.
Absolutely.
McGregor is trying to buy OnlyFans. Wow, is that some real shit? That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look that up, man.
And D. Rouse is saying John Jones is still must see TV.
He's the last of the Mohicans. He's literally the last of a dying breed where, John Jones, and I think even on the women's side, old girl that beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey.
Shit.
The
I
Brazilian chick.
Man, I met Charles Oliveira in Vegas one year. He was cool. Real cool dude. Just super like humble, seem like, but'll kick your ass.
And it's true, man. He does want to buy OnlyFans. He's in talks with them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and
Um,
and you guys didn't hear me say anything because I'm not an MMA guy.
yeah, I mean, I used to follow more. I don't follow as much anymore, but I do like martial arts for sure.
Yes,
Um,
I
but
ain't gonna
yeah,
say no names, but some of these guys on here fight. It
I
and
don't
some of us and
I don't know
some
who
of
that
us
would be.
negotiate.
I don't know who that would be, man. I don't know who fights. My fighting days are over.
Oh man.
Nah, I like martial arts, dog, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Nunez, thank you. I'm sorry, I stepped off for a second, but yeah, Nunez. She beat the hell out of Ronda Rousey. That shit was entertaining as hell. Like, hey man, she's a
The
beast.
disrespect, they were trying to say Ronda Rousey could beat
Could
Floyd.
beat Floyd Mayweather. Come on,
Like,
stop.
It,
We gotta cut
engineer
that.
engineer
Oh
said I'll fight a
God.
code.
We gotta cut that shit out, man.
Oh man,
Ronda,
the engineer, the only thing I fight is my sleep.
Only thing I fight is temptation.
Oh
That's
man.
about it. Uh, let's see. Ain't nothing better than losing some. Okay. All right. Well, shoot. Um,
Hey, KP, you gotta. Hey, it's that time of the show.
Uh-oh.
Hey, full disclosure. Let me give y'all a nice disclaimer real quick. The thoughts and views of KP are his and his alone, and do not represent the thoughts and views of Two Peas in a Bong. Please gamble responsibly. We do not have any sponsors.
and KP's motto behind this, as you all should know by now, those of you who are new, KP's motto behind this is you can bet your bottom dollar, just don't bet the ones on top. KP.
Hey, so I'm not gonna recap what I did. I would say go to the Discord if you want to see my picks from today's game and the game before. They were both in the Discord. I put them on since we didn't record. But for tomorrow's game, Isaiah Joe over 3 points. Anthony Edwards over 28 points. Isaiah Hartenstein over 8 points. Isaiah Joe over 5.5 PRA. Anthony Edwards over 6.5 rebounds. I don't know if you guys have been watching. He's had 9 rebounds in the first 3 games. Nas Reed over 6 rebounds. He's had over 9 rebounds in the first 3 games. Jaden McDaniels over 0.5 threes. He has made a three-pointer in every game. And Nas Reed over 8.5 rebounds and assists. And those of you that don't know, Nas Reed will save a basketball under the basket and risk throwing it away just to get a rebound. So watch Nas Reed. Those are my picks.
If
And
that's the case, look for his turnovers too.
my prediction is that Minnesota ties the series 2-2. Those are
Wow.
KP's
Okay.
picks.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, y'all heard the man. Do with that information what you will.
Hey, engineer asked, would you go percentage wise today, KP?
I have to go to the Discord and look. I stopped tracking my stuff. I had 10. Let's see here.
Anytime somebody tell you I stopped tracking my shit, that means it ain't looking too good. What I
It
do,
wasn't 100%.
I stopped tracking my stuff, but let me see.
6 out of 10, 60%. And one would be a do not count because I took campaign and he didn't play. So that would be scratched. So 6 out of 9. 67%.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Hey, yeah, that's not bad at all. 6 out of 9 in the betting world is damn good. Yeah, engineer, we definitely wilding tonight, man. But hey, we appreciate the chat, man. That shit is always interesting, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Matthew Miller. Excuse me, Matthew Miller.
Mike Miller.
I put that deal in. Yeah,
The man's name is clearly it's the shades, huh, KP?
Matthew Miller's
It
brother,
was
man.
something in my eye. We'll get it the fuck out your eye, you blind motherfucker.
I put that in before they exited out on Prize Picks. So they hadn't said he was a DMP. So I'd already had that in and already put that in before
Hey
the
man,
game
you supposed to you supposed to be our insider.
What?
You supposed to be our insider.
Man, but they don't show you late scratches.
You
They
are
don't show you
supposed
late
to be
scratches.
our insider.
Hey man, they don't show you late scratches.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Either way, man, it's all good. So tomorrow, who you got, DP?
I'll go. I think Minnesota could steal another. And I'm gonna say steal because I think OKC should come back and win, but I think Minnesota could keep it close, overtake them late. They usually start off kind of back and forth, and then either Minnesota will fall apart or like they did last game, they'll just take off. So if they could have somewhere in between, I think Minnesota could take it being at the crib. So I'll roll with them.
Okay. And I'll go with again. I'm going with OKC just because I already gave y'all my stance on Ant Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Man, it's I'm rocking with OKC, man, by default.
And who is Matt Carter?
Oh,
Yeah. Matthew Miller is saying you look like Matt Carter.
I'm about to look him up.
Yeah, Matt Carter. Man, yeah. What the heck? I expect Chet to also play well tomorrow because Chet's from Minnesota. So I look for Chet.
Oh, he said Maverick Carter.
Oh, Matt. Okay.
Talking about
LeBron's
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first I heard that one.
Okay, Mike Miller. This dude. Mike Miller, he feeling good tonight, man. New York is one.
Yes, indeed.
These New York feds is all the same, man.
Engineer said that makes more sense.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. Hey, man, appreciate y'all fucking with us tonight. Engineer, appreciate you always holding us down in the chat. Appreciate everybody. Chris Darter, Matthew Miller, appreciate you hopping out and interacting with us, man. Please don't make this your last time. Scotty Boy, always. Deal World. Who else? Who else do we have in here?
I'll stuck to mock drafts. D. Rouse.
D. Riley.
Scotty Boy. Absolutely. I'm sorry.
You said what, KP?
Who
I was telling Scotty Boy, absolutely. He said Chet for 10 points. Absolutely. He's in Minneapolis. He's from Minneapolis. Yes.
Chris Darter. I don't know if I said that already.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Matthew Miller. We've been trying to go more frequently as of late. We're sticking to Sundays for sure. Mondays for sure.
Mondays, yeah.
But since there have been playoff games and they're kind of winding down to where it's like only one a night. We've been trying to go like after 2 games have been played to kind of wrap up the 2 games. So but we'll see. I mean, there's a good chance we'll be rocking out tomorrow also. So we'll see. Yeah. KP and Bong are your favorite. Shout. That's great. You're my favorite, Matthew Miller. So
FYF, what up, man?
FYF in the building.
It was good with it. You caught us on the tail end. Man.
Shaq was calling Cat soft at halftime for shooting threes. Then he brought the Knicks back by threes. Yeah, but FYF, do you think that's sustainable?
And
Because
FYF,
he airballed a couple threes at the end of the other games when they lost.
You can't call him Cat. He was a star today in Indy, the biggest star in Indy. He was Catlin Towns. But he was still, he still played soft in some of the moments. In the fourth quarter, he just turned it around.
I mean, it's like you say, he was knocking down the threes.
He took a couple he took were bad. They just went in.
Yeah, I'm saying he was knocking them down. But if you go back a couple games before when he was missing and airballing at the end of the game, then it was like, oh, okay. It's live by the 3, die by the 3. He was more aggressive in this game, though. I'll give him that. He was more aggressive. So,
Oh, man.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but Cat was still shooting 40% from 3. When Cat uses the drive to the basket.
I'm gonna start looking at that, man, because I really think that 40% stat
listen
is overrated.
But this is what I was saying though. Matthew Miller said when Cat chooses to drive to the basket, it opens up the Knicks offense. I said he needs to be aggressive and go down low, dog. Like I know FYF was saying, that's the reason why his 3-point shooting is the reason why they came back. But for sustainability, like get in the paint, dog.
He does go down low.
Oh, okay. Does he? Does he?
Chris Darter said Dominicana.
Yeah.
Y'all wilding an old Cat on old Carl Towns tonight,
Catlin.
He said you about to say some wild stuff, aren't you? Engineers like it's coming.
Nah, man. I'm not saying
pause,
man. Yeah. Yep. He does go down low. I'm still trying to figure it out with him and Mitchell Robinson. They rebound better, but Mitchell, like, they don't even look for him offensively at all. And then when you got Tony Bradley in there, bear hugging Mitchell Robinson, it like, I don't know. It didn't make sense tonight what they did. Like they started them both, but it didn't make sense.
Zill World. Who was Zill World said Zest. KP. Who was that said Zest GA?
Oh,
in the Discord. Zest GA. Wow.
Better world. Better world. Like, yeah.
What was you about to say, Bong?
I was about to say, Matthew Miller is definitely a New York Knicks fan. We just fucking around, Matthew Miller. Don't take it personal, man. Yeah. Hey, I've been telling everybody, anybody that'll listen, man, put some respect on Cat's game. Like all the Zest talk or whatever. He's definitely.
Hey, engineer.
He's
hey, this kid is playing to me too, though. motherfucking Deal World be in the building, and then we'll just come out with some shit, and that should be having me dying.
Deal was on final warning at his
In the
job.
cut.
That's what that
In the
is.
cut like a
The
Band-Aid.
sound is out,
You
or
said
maybe that's mine. Okay,
what is it?
no, I can hear everybody.
Yeah.
That was mine.
You said strawberry shake?
Sir, we on the live, man.
Yeah, this dude is ordering the.
Ordering
Yeah.
strawberry shake.
What
on
is
the live.
this?
Oh no, man. My
Strawberry shake.
Nah, man, my sons tried to do a cameo, man, in the video, man, because they wanted to use my car to go get something to eat.
Oh,
Now they're trying to be nice, man.
they give you the shake. Hey, man, we can
Yeah,
see
man.
everything through them shades, man. Don't be looking at them titties on your computer.
This guy, man, you
Uh-huh.
wild, man.
Right. What engineer say? You tell me. He
you tell me. You tell me.
Oh, shit. Yeah, the chat been off the rails, man. FYF jumped in for half a second, said a little something about Shaq.
Yeah, and then got out of here.
Hey, FYF, appreciate you rocking with us, though, man. But yeah, man.
Oh, whoa.
Take us
All
away.
right. All right. Hey,
Whoa.
on that note,
Wow.
Matthew Miller, we about to roll up out of here, man.
Hey, give us the deuces. Give us the
Hopefully
deuces.
we'll see you next time, man.
Absolutely. We out.
All right. 2 Peas in the Bong,
Absolutely.
y'all. We out.
Congrats, Matthew. Stay strong. Keep, in the words of Jesse Jackson, keep hope alive.
the PA meetings, huh? Oh shit. Shout out to y'all, man. We out of here.
Holla.